Prince William's biggest scandals. They are being talked about and discussed, so I thought let's bring this conversation here to give a span of all the scandals and that this man has been through and the ignorance that this man has. Prince William has been engulfed in a number of past public storms, from racism allegations to an awkward breakup with Kate. Harry argued in his memoir that he had been sacrificed as the spare to save his brother's squeaky clean reputation, though Britain's next king has had many crises. Breaking up with Kate Middleton by phone, number one. Prince William and Prince Kate's fairy tale wedding at Westminster Abbey in 2011 helped secure the future of the monarchy. However, 5 years, the couple earlier had a major wobble when William called an end to the relationship and chose a particularly controversial means of doing so shortly before New Year's Eve in 2006. And how it was out of the blue, she cried, got upset, they needed space, and he needed to find his own way. It was an emotionally charged conversation, and it was a devastating blow to Catherine, who felt double down at being dumped over the phone. Scandal number two. The Sun nicknamed William the work-shy William and ran a headline describing him as throne idol because the number of royal engagements he completed each year was lower than other family members at a time when he was also working for their air ambulance service. A high point of the scandal came when he skipped the Commonwealth Day service at Westminster Abbey in March 2017 to go skiing in Switzerland, where he was photographed chatting with a glamorous model called Sophie Taylor. Surprise, surprise. William addressed some of the critique, saying, "To be honest, I'm going to get plenty of critique over my lifetime, and it's something that I don't completely ignore, but it's not something that I take completely to heart. I'm very concentrated on being a father and a new father," despite the fact that he was seen speaking to glamorous models. Scandal number three, dirty dancing. The same ski holiday delivered William another royal scandal that had less to do with missing Commonwealth Day. The Sun published footage of Prince William at a bar with what appeared to be his hand on a woman's waist, accompanied by the headline, "What Will Kate Say?" Prince William was seen dirty dancing with two beauties gyrate as model slut drops and put hands on women's waists in a new embarrassing footage that leaked during a ski holiday. Royal experts confirmed that Kate was extremely upset and not happy about this. Scandal number four, the hunting hypocrisy in February 2014. Prince William spoke against poaching at the London conference and how it was illegal. Whilst his trip was not illegal, it was described as an ill-timed during a backlash, while wildlife charities suggested the royals should tackle crime closer to home. I think it's rather hypocritical of Prince William to be addressing what is a genuine concern about global wildlife criminal activity when he's actually not really addressing what's happening in areas where he's hunting himself in the UK. For example, where you're seeing the killing of a beautiful endangered species like the golden eagle. So, again, William is performative, we know this. Hunting was back in the day in 2014 when he was discussing all of that, but now it's homelessness, now it's climate change. Nothing's being done. Running around in private jets, but climate change, homelessness, but you're actually not helping homelessness people. So this is what William does. Work-shy William, throne idol, doesn't really do much, and we're going to see a lot more of this when there is the ascension to the throne when it comes to his coronation. Scandal number 5 at this point. I feel like we're at 5. Ukrainian War. William was, this was insane, was slammed by Bernice King, daughter of Martin Luther King Jr., over remarks he made about the Russia's invasion, stating that this was very alien to see this in Europe and that it's never happened in Europe. They had responded to William saying, "This is a horrific comment. European people ran over the continent of Africa, pillaged communities, raped women, enslaved human beings, colonizing for profit and power, stealing resources. And European nations continue to harm Africa. I believe that we have a great deal of work to do." So for William to say this, it's ignorant, but at the same time, I used to watch interviews of William and Harry when they were young. Harry would be the one who was more clued up, whereas William was just very ignorant. Both fed with golden spoons. You would expect him to be that way, unfortunately, but even up to adulthood, when you're becoming king, it becomes a PR mess. It truly does. The Tusk Conservation Award. William was accused of racism over comments he made about the impact of the human population on the environment in Africa. He told the award show the increasing pressure on Africa's wildlife and wild spaces as a result of human population presents a huge challenge for conservationists. Franklin Leonard, a movie executive, said there are too many Africans is quite the position for William to be in, and quite frankly, very troublesome indeed. But funny how he is talking about the UK but focusing on Africa. That doesn't make any sense. Of course, the gossip of Rose Hanbury. That has been one of the biggest scandals that William has been engulfed in, having an affair on Kate Middleton, allegedly with Rose Hanbury, coming to the US, and everybody discussing it over here as well, and whether there's truth to it or not, there just seems to be William always attached to some kind of woman when it comes to the news, and Kate being left on the road to pick up the pieces. This scandal has scattered him from 2019 to even now, engulfed him and gone absolutely viral, where everybody is discussing it. the rift with Harry. And we know when Harry wrote in his book Memoir Spare where William physically attacked him and punched him. He set the water down, called me another name, then came at me. It all happened so fast. He grabbed me by the collar, ripped my necklace, and he knocked me to the floor. I landed on the dog spoil which cracked under my back, the pieces cutting into me. I lay there for a moment dazed, then got to my feet and told him to get out. Come on, hit me. You'll feel better if you hit me, he said. Do what? Come on, we always used to fight. You'll feel better if you hit me. No, only you'll feel better if I hit you. Please, just leave. He left the kitchen, but he didn't leave not caught. He was in the sitting room. I could tell. I stayed in the kitchen. 2 minutes passed. 2 long minutes. He came back looking regretful and apologized. William, alongside the wider royal family, adopted a blanket no-comment position when it came to Harry's book. Physical altercations, racism allegations, and multiple videos and footage of him with other women, and also, the Rose Hanbury stuff, and just making ignorant comments here and there, and also being lazy. This man has been engulfed in multiple scandals, and it's good to remind ourselves of the insane amount of scandals that this man has been in, because it's been constant madness. If this is what it looks like now with him being the Prince of Wales, what will it look like when he ascends to the throne, and how would that monarchy look like? This is why there are conversations of the monarchy being diminished and it coming to the beginning of the end. And that is what I believe is going to happen here. It's going to the beginning of the end with William's perspective on top of all of this scandal stuff, him wanting to slim down the monarchy and wanting to just, bring it down. That in itself can mess a lot of stuff up for the public in terms of the people who want this monarchy for, profits and how much money you can come into. I just don't think that William knows what he's doing. And these scandals are just a reflection of all of that, to be honest with you. And the conversations that he was having about Africans and how, talking about wildlife and content, it's just insane to me that he would say things like this. And you ask the question of, where is the PR team? Where are the PR teams? You're a $1 billion man. Why can't you afford a proper PR team that can make you look like an absolute saint in the public? I don't understand. It truly baffles me, mind boggles me. And at this point, you can throw in the conversation of Kate Middleton and the cancer diagnosis and how he's just not been around. We've barely seen him with Kate publicly or in the hospital or whatever. He's barely been there, to be honest with you. So, at this point, we can even throw that into the conversation. But that man has been engulfed into scandals far more than Camilla the Rat and King Charles and anybody else in the royal family. But what do they really want to do? They want to focus on hating on Meghan Markle, and even when she goes on these tours in Nigeria, in Colombia, it has rattled and scattered so many people, and I don't understand why, but there she is speaking Spanish fluently with the Colombian crowds, and they absolutely love it. And if only somebody from the royal family of Kate, William, Charles, Camilla could do something like this, but they can't. They are absolutely inept when it comes to adapting to different crowds of people all over the world. They don't know how to do it because they're blinded by so much insanity when it comes to their privilege. Subscribe or comment down below and give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe. Do let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to this. I would really appreciate it. William scandals. I've never done a video like this before, but I thought let's just cover it in less than 10 minutes. Subscribe and I'll catch you guys soon.